Yeah, you got my like it. Is my phone over here? Can you call it?
Uh, Haha, can you get that phone for me? Somebody likes it. Ah, who we got? Where we at? This way, this way. This way, this way. This way, this way. Can you see me now? A little more that way. So, what's up, everybody? Well, somebody was here, now they gone. Man, that fast. What's up, everybody? For those that don't know, my name is Joey. Most people know me by Snowroc. Uh, anybody home? Hello. Oh, somebody's here. All right. Don't be falling asleep on me. I just got here. Wake up. What's up, everybody? It's Friday night. I know I ain't been around in a couple weeks. I've been off ripping and running, living life. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing. My bad. I know I've been leaving y'all hanging. I apologize. But, I had a birthday, and then a daughter's birthday, and then you know what I'm saying. Life has been happening. I just got back to work. I've been, oh man, work has been, wearing your boy out. And 10-hour days to do it. But it's all good, because hey, I'm happy to be back at work. Arm, shoulder good, everything, working. So happy camper. Uh is anybody there? See if we can get somebody to pop up on here, man. So look here, man. Life's been good. Your boy's been, I had to get out and about, my boy that I grew up with, it was his birthday just last weekend. So I had to step out and about, go celebrate my boy's birthday. It was a good day. It was a good day. I know I had a good time. He he seemed like he was having a good time when I left because I was done. I had to tap out. I don't be hanging out. But nah, it was all good. We went out. It was a little function, kind of set up for us by the west side. The twos and the threes and the fours came through, and it was cool. Most people don't know what I'm talking about, but it was cool. How everybody came together, and it was all love. I seen people that I haven't seen since I was a kid. And some people. It's crazy how many people I just been missing for so long. My bad, y'all. I got to work, I got a life. I'm out here living, and life is good. Life is good. I'm like I say, I'm back at work, so they keep me busy. But it's a little more exercise. So I've been feeling a little bit better, a little amped up, ready to get out, get out, and get some. Don't let your days of your life pass by. You got to get up, get out, and get some. Nah, but I've been doing a few things. Just recently I went down to a thing where, let's see. I was part of the community, reclaiming the community. Uh, there's a community file a motion against the DA's office for the treatment and the way it's been going. And let's see if I can get y'all to check this out. See that? Oh, there. Yeah. All right. Same crime, different time. So it was cold because the one of the groups that I work with, nonprofit pillars of the community, they brought a case against the DA, and they did the research, and they, I'm saying, went back, and this is just about men who were between the ages of 18 and 25, and during the 90s, and like a murderer. So 90% of the young white men given a chance to come home, so meaning they got life, and were given parole. And then 90% of the young black men were given a death sentence. And there were people that were in there for not even killing somebody, so it's like, he didn't even kill nobody. People make mistakes. It happens, and that's the way life is, right? But what I'm saying, you're saying that the black man isn't redeemable, but the white man is. That's what this looks like to me. So, what do you think? Anyway, so this was brought up, and it was there was a representative. The DA sent a representative to hear the people's, you know, hear what the people wanted, the people's demands. And I'm saying, the charges brought against them, and the reasons why, and the evidence, and all this. And they got more coming. They've supposedly, I don't know of it, but people I trust, and I'm saying, who I have faith in, have been doing research for a while, and they've come up with a lot of stuff, and they're going to be bringing it out, and bringing it to the public, trying to get, people to see, pay attention, learn, and I'm saying, so, I'll be bringing more to you as I get it, because I believe this is some important stuff, and a lot of this ain't going to be on the nightly news. But this is the real community. This is Southeast. I don't know what community you're in, but I'm from Southeast, so I'm saying, I'm trying to be a part of the community. That's a part of that C. You know what I mean? If you don't know, you can ask somebody. But so for me, it's important to be a part of the community. When I was a kid, that was all I wanted, was a name and a reputation in my little neighborhood. That's it. That's all I ever wanted. I'm not, I'm not. I don't think I'm nobody special. I just did what I was supposed to do. The only thing is, most people don't, and I'm still here. That's one. Look, I'm still here. So apparently, I'm saying, the man upstairs, I'm saying, kept me here for a reason. Because if not, I should have been gone a long time ago. You know, I've been through a lot of stuff, I'm saying, good and bad, ups and downs, and I'm still here. I'm still here. So that, tells me something. That tells me that, I'm saying, I still got work to do. There's still, I'm saying, work for me to do. Every day I try and do the best I can. This is for people that don't know. This is the longest that I've been out of prison since I was 9 years old. And it's 7 years now. But this is the longest I've been out since I was 9. And this is the best life. I'm doing better than ever before. This is I don't know what to say. Life keeps getting better. And I keep pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? Little by little, can't stop, won't stop. That's my motto. And I just keep going. And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy. When I got out of prison, it was no, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have no family or nobody. I got out and got into a drug program. I got into the Heartland House. And that was a sober living facility on Streamview. If anybody knows the area, it was between 54th and College. And it's a street that runs between there. And that, I'm saying, I just found it, and I just needed a place to stay. I didn't have no place to go. And I got into there, and they helped me get the best job I've ever had. I still got it. And that's the thing, I'm saying, I got out in 2006, and I didn't have no place to go, nothing. And I got into that program, and they helped me. They got me, helped me get a job. And through a temp agency, after 2 days of working for this company, they gave me applications, said, "Here, you work for us now." And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what do I put down for wages? They're like, I'm saying, well, how much you making? I make $10 an hour. This is 2006. And like, saying, put down 12. I'm giving you a raise. you know. I'm saying, you giving me a $2 raise? Psh, man, what else you want me to do? I got out mentally thinking, I was inside working for pennies. For years, I worked in what's called PIA. PIA is Prison Industry Authority. And it's just like a paid job in prison, but it's a high paid job. And a high paid job, I mean, you start out at 35 cents an hour. In prison, that's a high paid job because, most of the time you're lucky if you get 3 cents an hour. Sometimes you don't get nothing and you be up in there slaving in the kitchen, scrubbing pots, and it's crazy, somebody has to do it. Hey, Corey, what's up? And still standing tall, trying, man, just try and do my best, can't stop, won't stop. Nah, but I'm saying, so when I got out, my mentality was I was working for pennies in prison. You gonna pay me dollars? I'll work for dollars. Man, I got out, busted my tail. I'm saying? I'm working circles around people. And the foreman seen it, and I'm saying, word went up. Next thing I'm saying, they gave me an application after 2 days and said, "Here, you work for us now." And I'm like, okay, cool. And then after 90 days, they gave me another dollar raise. And I'm saying, from then on, I'm saying, they was getting me training and certifications and I'm saying, class A license. And the company, they take care of you, but they pay you to get your training. And that's, man, can't beat that. Watch Your Rare Breed interview. Good, pretty good. Yeah, man, it was a lot with that Rare Breed. I guess they're trying to do a movie. They was trying to get me to do. I was supposed to do an interview for the movie or whatever, and then the filmmaker, he came. I'm saying, but he told me he was going to send me some paperwork to sign. And I wanted to read over it before I sign it. I need somebody else to look at something like that because I don't know the ins and outs of law and all that. So to avoid that, I'm saying, send me the paperwork and I get my people to look at it and tell me if it's okay for me to sign. How can you not allow me to do that? So the dude, I'm saying, came down and we were supposed to, I'm saying, sit down and do an interview. Then it was like, hold on, man, I'm saying, first of all, I'm saying, there ain't nothing in this for me. Hold up, man, I'm saying, I can't be just giving it away. On YouTube, I'm monetized. So this helps me. I'm getting paid, watch the commercials. It helps my channel. You know what I'm saying? Share this, share it with me. That helps. It make you know what I'm saying. It helps my channel. But you know what I'm saying. These are little things that help me, and I'm getting at the dude like, man, what I'm saying? How is this gonna help me? And he was like, oh well, you know what I'm saying. We can do this and we can do this. They was trying to make a deal with me. And then it came up with the paperwork, and it was like, hold up, man, what about this paperwork? Because you got to sign this. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to need to get somebody to look at this. And it's like, well, I'm already here. So, you know what I mean? Let's just sign it. And I'm like, nah, I'm not signing nothing until I get somebody to look at it. Somebody that knows what, you know what I'm saying? It's just a standard contract. I don't know what a standard contract is. So let me get somebody to look at it. You were supposed to send me this, so you messed up. But anyway, after that, the dude from the that's making the movie, he kind of got at me sideways, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like I owe him or something. I don't owe nobody nothing. I pay all my debts. You know what I mean? Anybody that think I owe them, you know what I'm saying, they can come see me. I ain't hard to find. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I'm not no tough guy. But I'm not no sucker either. I seen all the stories about how people, you know what I'm saying, sign their shit away and, put a signature on something and lose out. So I can't I can't do that. I'm responsible for, you know what I'm saying, take care of, my family, my loved ones. So that's my priority. You know what I mean? Now if you ain't helping with that, get out the way. But nah, you know what I'm saying? Life is good. I've been out I think I've been back at work for almost a month and a half. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Life is good. It's San Diego. They was talking about some atmospheric rivers coming. I don't know about all that. That's a lot of water. We just had all them fires. So I don't know how that's gonna work. So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We need the rain. I think, you know what I'm saying, I think the rain is good because it fills up lakes and I get to go fishing. But we don't want nobody getting hurt and it gets dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Californians don't know how to drive in weather. I don't care what it is. Snow, rain, whatever it is. You from California, don't let them drive. you know. So what's up, people? Anybody out there? Anybody awake? All right. So back when I was in prison, they had they had me working for pennies. So like I said, I started out at 35 cents an hour. So that was at the beginning. That was in PIA, and that's the lowest. You start out at 30. I think it's 30 cents or 35 cents. I'm not sure, but the most you can make is 95 cents. That's the top. That's for the lead man. And so the lead man makes 95 cents. That's the most you can make. That's not even a dollar. 95 cents an hour. And that's what I was making in prison. And I worked. I'm talking about I worked. I worked in a textile mill. I became the lead man of the weaving, warping, and slashing area. I started out in, what I'm saying, in slashing, and then I moved up to warping and then weaving, and then from there it just went to get dyed and shipped to wherever they we just made rolls and rolls of cloth out of strings. It's crazy when you see it, but you see how it all comes together. It's kind of like wow. But it's a lot of intricacy doing the same thing. Loading up the creel and just putting all those spools on and then tying all the knots and having everything it gets it gets a little much, you know. But I went from there to working in the PIA maintenance, and we were taking apart the textile mill. All the machinery was was sold as salvage, and then they were taking it to like China. And they said, you know what I'm saying, you know, the steel and the machines are still good and usable. They're going to take them over there and put them to work. So all the stuff, you know, had to be taken apart and, you know what I'm saying, you know, shipped out. And I was, you know what I'm saying, part of that. Afterwards, they built a shoe factory, and I was in PIA maintenance when they were setting up everything, you know, for the shoe factory. You know, I was a part of that. But then once they opened the shoe factory, they needed people to start the shoe factory and be the leads, and so they forced me they forced me into the shoe factory, and I didn't want to go into the shoe factory. But I ended up in the shoe factory anyhow because that's where they, you know what I'm saying, you know, they gonna put you where they need you. And so I was in the shoe factory and I made do, you know, it was all right. Cause like I said, I was hustling. So, you know, I had manipulated all kinds of stuff. I remember one time in the PIA, and now, like I said, PIA is Prison Industry Authority. This is like a separate little entity. So they have free staff who are free people who come into the prison who know the business and then show us what we need to do so that and they're in charge, but they ain't running nothing, you know, and you can't make nobody do nothing. So you got to work with us. And that's the thing, you know, and hey, if you want me, you know, me and my boss, we had an understanding. He would tell me, look, all I need is 3,500 feet a day. Give me that much a day in a shift. And you know what I'm saying? You know, okay, fine. So I tell the guys, look, man, the boss wants 5,000 feet a day. If we just give him, you know what I'm saying, 4,000, he'll be happy. He'll stay off our backs and he'll leave us alone. Some people, you know what I'm saying, you know, when you at work, they got people that work out, they got people that make, you know what I'm saying, you know, Pruno prison wine. They got people, you know what I'm saying, you know, that are doing whatever, just killing time, taking a nap, whatever. But you know what I'm saying, you know, tending the weaving machines is not really hard. It's just tedious, you know, and everybody is so loud you have to wear earplugs and ear the headphones. It's really loud. But it's so bad that they would test our hearing. Everybody that worked in the textile mill, you know, would have to go through hearing tests to make sure that they're not being uh, getting messed up because the machines are really loud. So who we got? Who here? Anybody? Get a thumbs up. Anybody awake? Nobody awake, huh? It's Friday night, y'all. What y'all got going on? What's up? What's cracking? Anybody left? Ain't nobody left. So, anybody give me thumbs up? Nothing. Going once? Going twice? Uh, See ya. What? Is that you, my queen?